On number 11, we're referring to these 3 dot plots, and we're circling all the statements that are true. Graph B has a higher mean than graph C. So let's look at graph B. So the mean, we have 1, 1. We have 2 2s, which is 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s, which is 15. 2 4s, which is 8, and 1 5. And then divided by how many scores? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the mean here equals 3. On this one, we have 5 1s, 2 2s, which is 4, 1 3, 1 4, and 1 5. And divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The mean on this one is only 2.1. So graph B has a higher mean than graph C. Graph B has the lowest standard deviation. The definition of standard deviation is the spread of the data from the mean value. Rather than calculating the standard deviation formula for each of these individual dot plots, let's just look at the dots. So in this case, the mean was 3. The rest of the data, so this set of data was 0 away. These 2 dots are only 1 away, and this dot was 2 away. Same thing here, these are only 1 away from the mean, and this one is 2 away. Let's look at the other graph. So in this case, or let's look at this one. The mean is 2.1 on this one. These dots are all 1.2 away from the mean, or 1.1 that is. These 2 dots are only 0.1 away, and then the 3 is 0.9 away, the 4 is 1.9 away, and the 5 is 2.9 away. So when we look at the spread of the data, we can see overall that this data set is spread farther away from the mean of 2.1 than this data set is. So like the 2.9 is greater than 2, the 1.9 is greater than 1, and so on. These 2 data sets look like they have the same standard deviation because the shape is exactly the same. So in this case, graph B does have the lowest standard deviation. Graph A has the largest range. So in this case, the range is the largest minus the smallest, which is 4, which is the same as this one and this one. So graph A does not have the largest range. A and C have the same median. So in this case, the median, if we start counting inwards, we're trying to find the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The average of those 2 would be 4.5. Let's look at this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The average would be 1.5. So they do not have the same median. All 3 graphs have the same mode. Well, the mode here is 5, the mode here is 3, and the mode here is 1. So they do not all have the same mode. Graph C has a higher standard deviation than graph B. We talked about that in this question here. Graph B had the lowest standard deviation. So graph C has a higher standard deviation than graph B.